isn't that the problem you make fun of at the call center? Like the phone rings like, oh, I wonder if this is going to be a paper jam. Oh, shit, it is. It's like calling up a steakhouse and asking if they know about baked potatoes. It's like calling me up and asking me if I know about standing ovations. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe you applauded at that. I feel so guilty. No, I was being a dick. I can be a dick sometimes. I really like feeling intellectually superior. I was at a bar in Austin, Texas, and the guy next to me was talking to the bartender, and he goes, I like the last drink you made me more better than this one. I was like, ooh. We got ourselves a dum-dum. A full 30 seconds passes. The guy turns to me, he's like, did I just say more better? It's like, how do you make that mistake and then catch that mistake? I liked it more better when you didn't know how to talk. Got that more better joke working. A month ago, that was dead in the water. Then it come here and it's such a successful moment in the show. Wow. That was my bear story.
Whilst I was still an active bedwetter, on November 17th, 1991. I know that day, I remember it because it was the day after my 13th birthday, and I was in a bad place because I was still fixing a bed. When you're still bedwetting at 13, it's an issue. And my uncle, he did what uncles do, which is where they think your parents can't get the job done, so they take a crack at it. He sat me down, and he did the whole thing. He was like, look at me, boy. Look at me when I'm talking to you, boy. Look at me, boy. Piss in the bed like you do? You know who else does that? Serial killers. Told me that at 13. Like that is what was gonna wake me up from my bedwetting nightmare. And I'd go take a piss in the toilet of maturity. I was like, that's a lot to tell a 13-year-old. Then if you didn't know that, yes, a trait that a lot of serial killers share is wetting the bed into their adult years. It's also a trait that people with perfect pitch share, so take it as you will. But that fucked with me. That information was too much for my young mind, and thus my first OCD tick was born. Every time I pissed the bed from then on out, the entire next day, I had to avoid eye contact with anyone or they would be murdered. And depending on what year we're talking about, that was anywhere from 1 to 8 days a week, you understand? I spent a lot of time alone looking at the ground back then. And yes, I suffer from obsessive compulsive disorder. Obsessive compulsive disorder. A lot of people are under the impression that these past 2 years have been like a dream come true for those of us with OCD because we get to wash our hands a lot. Do you think we like washing our hands? Is that what you think? Do you think people like succumbing to their mental illness? Is that what you think? Do you think schizophrenics are like, oh boy, the voices are back. Can't wait to hear what they're up to. Can't wait to hear what they got planned for me. I think people project their weak bullshit onto the mentally ill because they're afraid to admit that they're mentally ill themselves. We're all fucking mentally ill. That should be the norm. There's no such thing as mentally healthy. Like, seriously, we are all mentally under the weather at best. And that's what makes us interesting. Like, yes, OCD is complex, very much so. Do I wash my hands a lot? Of course I do. But not for the reasons you think. I don't give a fuck about germs. I wish I was afraid of germs. No. Do I care about 90-degree angles and things being put away properly? Fuck no. Do I have to hang up all the clothes in my closet in a color-coordinated fashion? I barely even hang them up half the time. Can my food touch? Obviously. obviously my food can touch. None of the OCD tropes apply to me. However, do I feel like in a past life I borrowed money from God and never paid God back? So in this life, God taxes me in the form of daily rituals I have to perform, and if I don't, God goes after my loved ones like a mafia boss would? Yes! That's what it feels like. Like there's a God in a heaven talking to his angels who are like his fucking capos and shit. Like, hey, did Sean Patton remember to microwave absolutely nothing for exactly 33 seconds last night? The fuck you mean no? He's got to do that every Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. on the dot. He didn't do it? Okay. Well, then I guess he don't like having a cancer-free family then, does he? Do it! His Uncle Billy, both lungs. What are we, all cousins here? You guys got real weird on that one. Oh my God, is that what happened to Uncle Billy? I thought it was the 30-some-odd years of unfiltered Lucky Strikes. It was. That was the message. Sometimes God works in very obvious ways. Like, this is why I have a beef with superstitious people, because you know those aren't real. You know those are OCD light at best. Diet OCD. I mean, superstitions were definitely started by someone with OCD. That's a fact. That's a fact. There's a dialect of Spanish, Castilian, right? Where they make a sound that sounds like a lisp. But do you know where that came from? It's a Spanish king hundreds of years ago who himself had a lisp and was so insecure about it that he made it the high-born way to speak. And the entire country followed suit, and now it's built into the enunciation. Or so that be the scufflebutt. Now, the same thing happened with superstitions, I guarantee it. There was a powerful king who himself had OCD and wanted everyone to have to deal with the shit he dealt with. So one day was like, it is my decree that if thou see a tabby cat in thy path, one must turn the other way and walk away or face tidings of ill doing. Make it law. Your Majesty, we can never enforce such a ridiculous law. Off with your head! Do it in one stroke or three, but neither two nor four. And thus, superstitions were born. They don't have any stakes involved. Superstitions are about avoiding bad luck, saving yourself, something you can't do. Like, we can contrast and compare all day. If you're superstitious, you wouldn't want to walk under a ladder because that'll bring you bad luck. What does that even mean? That's life. And what are you so afraid of bad luck for? Bad luck brought us the blues. Everybody loves the fucking blues. Growing up with OCD, every time I made a sandwich, which was a lot, I had to kiss all four corners before I bit into it so that my grandfather would never die in a boating accident. You understand? And it worked. He's been dead for a quarter century, but it happened on dry fucking land. If you're superstitious, you wouldn't want to break a mirror because that'll bring you 7 years of bad luck. 7 years of bad luck? It sounds like the premise of a CBS sitcom that's only going to last 2 seasons anyway. So what are you afraid of? As a teenager, every Wednesday, I had to wear my shoes on the opposite feet until someone noticed. And then when they noticed, I would then have to pretend like I just noticed. Because that was the only thing that stopped the HIV virus from going airborne, okay? You're welcome. I'm sorry COVID slipped through the cracks, but that clearly wasn't my assignment. It was airborne already. I was focused on blood-based viruses. Do you see? OCD is about saving lives. But there is one superstition I respect, and only one, okay? Step on a crack, break your mother's back. That one is proof that life is pure chaos. You never know. You're walking down the street one day like you do every day. You step on a crack, not even thinking about it. But in that crack was a little baby cockroach that went scurrying down the block past the child. That child saw it and screamed loud enough to distract a cyclist who blew through a traffic light and got plowed by a dump truck. And then that dump truck got plowed by a cement truck. And then that cement truck, dump truck, bike rider got plowed by a postal van. Now you've got the largest all-municipal vehicle accident since Jacksonville 76, right? This causes a traffic jam, hours. Cars are just sitting there idling, their engines pumping more and more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, strengthening the effects of climate change, yielding more and more psychotic, unpredictable weather patterns, like a late season nor'easter that unleashes a 50-mile-an-hour gale of wind with no conscience that crosses paths with your mother while she's doing some roofing repairs. She'd never see it coming because it's wind. But her spine shatters in 3 places upon impact right there in the damn driveway. You broke your mother's back. Poetically enough, her name was probably also